the shiver climb. Oh, the clock strikes terror. Right on time. It's Friday night, mama. Friday night lives. Talking horror and drama. It's Friday night, mama. Oh, yeah. Friday night lives. Friday night lives.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Friday Night Lives. I am Uncle Bill from Dead Pit Radio, and to my right is the Fluke Man, and below me is listen, nobody, it's Mr. August Underground himself. Nobody loves the August Underground series more than Rambo. Let me tell you something. He's got the whole set in 4K and watches it every night. Loves it. And there's something about just getting beat to death with a hammer that really triggers him.
Fuck you. Yes, for those who don't know, I had gotten a request to review the first August Underground commentary and review. Those are up on the channel, as well as an older review of the second film. I have not seen the third one. I'm sure that will change eventually. Fred Vogel sucks. He sucks. He just.
Yeah, listen, I think I told you this too, but this is true.
I saw, the comments.
This is the oddest thing, man, because I agree that those movies are god awful, like every one of them, and I think I've seen all of them. But Fred Vogel is just all around like a really super nice guy.
Okay.
I met him. We met him several times back in the day, and I actually ran into him at Living Dead Weekend last year before that. I can't remember which one. Because he always goes to those. But like never before has somebody been so different than what their movies and shit are like. That guy is like the nicest guy, but his movies, I hate to say this, they do suck.
Yeah, I mean, Fred Vogel may be a nice guy, but I've seen two of his films, and they were some of the worst dog shit I've seen since the last dog shit I've seen.
Yeah.
August Underground and the second one are two pieces of useless trash, but everyone.
Well, I'll say this because some people are saying like his later films. The films I'm talking about are the August Underground films, like the first one, Mortem, and wasn't there one called Penance or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, those are the ones I'm talking about. I haven't really seen any of his later films, but that found footage shit, that's just a bunch of nice.
Well, I mean, if you like
nice.
someone repeating "sniff his ass" for 5 minutes.
Who does
in
really
store? Sniff his ass. Sniff her ass now. You'll love August Underground.
Sounds like that's a good night right there.
Yeah. Oh, real quick, last week we did Faces of Death. Two little stories from that. People mentioned the Tales from the Crypt. From all I've heard now, those are just the old copies. There's been nothing fixed up about them.
That's wild, then. That they'll just put that on Shudder, because that's going to look bizarre.
Cheaper.
What would be the aspect ratio on that? Would that be like?
It would be 4:3.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, 4:3.
That's wild.
Because that's what everybody's been saying, and I figured because it would be so much money, and Shudder, I assume, are cheap. So. And also, Faces of Death movie completely bombed. It only made like 1.6 million. Big surprise.
I mean, I told you, nobody like could really understand what it was. I couldn't understand what they were doing. So it's like, I know nobody just coming in off the street's going to know what the hell that's supposed to be about.
And it was in 1,600 theaters, and it only made 1.6 million. So they were probably hoping Terrifier type of success, and they did not get that at all. Which I'm sure that's why they were going for Terrifier, gore, success. They did not get it.
Yeah.
That's a bomb.
Yeah, I never really understood what that was even supposed to be. But shit.
Bank on a name that didn't fucking work.
Uh,
But you
One
guys
day-
are a big deal now. You guys are releasing Blu-rays now and 4Ks. I heard like you guys are releasing King Frat and
fuck. So listen, what had happened was, I don't know how this happened, man. I will never figure this out, but somebody had to have either sent, or he just, I don't know how you would stumble across this, but like CK put up an article that was clearly a fake article about Michael Felsher. Basically, like it was taking that picture that Trump used and just like, somebody made an AI version of Michael Felsher and CK like together. It's like Michael Felsher is like Jesus. And just to make fun of that picture. And then there was an article that he wrote. It was like, I'm sure it was an AI generated article that was just about how Michael Felsher was the savior of physical media. Okay. So I mean, that's the joke. That's the beginning and the end of the joke. So out of nowhere, I'm just like looking on Instagram and the fucking thing for King Frat comes up on Dawn of the Discs. I'm like, holy shit. Like, that's awesome. Like, I can't believe they're actually finally putting that out. I had no idea. Like, I was legitimately as excited as anybody else. And then I look down and it says credit to like deadpit.com article. I'm like, what? And then another one pops up like right after that. And it's the Purple People Eater. And I'm like, something's wrong. And then it's got the same thing coming from Red Shirt Pictures, like, courtesy of deadpit.com's article. I'm like, what the fuck? So, best I can tell, the guy that runs that Instagram page, which is the best Instagram page, by the way, for finding out about, new physical media releases.
well,
I mean, it is, regardless of that. Like,
I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
if it's that easy to fool,
That he must have just like taken that to be real, because in that article it says, coming, like he's coming soon, King Fred. He's putting that out. Purple People Eater on, like something like Purple Edition or something like that. And that was real. That was like linked as like a real couple of news stories.
but don't you message to confirm if any news is real or not?
No, I don't
Isn't
think
that a
so.
thing you do if you're
Not these days, no. I mean, it might have been a good idea in that case because we've been like, hell no. Like, please. But
it makes me wonder what else did the guy put up there that then isn't true or rumor, conjecture, either
Well,
back
I mean,
then or in the future.
yeah, to his credit though, he did like immediately go back and post something that was like, this is, this turns out to be fake.
He got embarrassed.
and it was something like, he showed like a scroll of the page of the article or whatever. As you could see, like, here's
Kind
the
of blaming
original
you guys. Like, you guys didn't say
I know.
it was a
I know
joke.
that's kind of funny because at the top of that article is a huge picture of Michael Felsher's Jesus, like CK laying down. I'm like, so I mean, you just thought, yeah, but whatever.
They made
I
the
just,
joke.
dude,
Like yeah, go ahead.
I like laughed for 15 minutes because me and CK were like texting Felsher and be like, buddy, this is killer. We're so glad you finally putting these out. And he was just like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, it's official. Like, it's on this site and everything. And he was like, what are you doing? Well, we're not doing anything. But I mean, that was great. Just torturing him about it. And let me tell you something, in terms of like something to just, egg him on, nothing better could have happened than that. That was like the perfect fucking thing.
Well, it's out there now. He's got to make it happen now.
Yeah, people are expecting. Don't want to let the fans down.
Did
I
you
just
get a
had
chance
to.
to read the comments under? Like
Yeah.
people were saying, like,
Yeah.
were they like excited or confused?
Some of
or-
them were excited, and some of them were like, majority of people were in on the joke though. Like majority of
Mhm.
people like
Okay.
knew what it was, but some people were legitimately like, "Oh, this is awesome!" It's yeah. But
Me and
anyway,
Mark
that
leave you for one day. And
that
all
was
the
the highlight.
shenanigans.
That was the highlight of my day, man. Is just sending all that shit to Felser. Oh,
Yeah,
And I
as
just-
soon as I saw it, I knew it was fake. I'm like, there's no way. I mean, I didn't know why he posted it, but I guess it's the thing like you want to be the first to post and break the news kind of thing.
Yeah,
So he just
yeah.
rushed and put it up there. But yeah, I didn't
think
believe it
that
for a second.
that's a lot of it now too. Honestly, is like there's so many of those sites now that it's a competition, so who can get like the scoops and stuff. So
Yeah.
Well, this is
I don't
why you
blame
have to be a bit careful. I'm going to put up a video saying Felcher's releasing Carnosaur 2 and 3 on Blu-ray.
dude.
Let me get on all the discs now.
I mean, I wish he was releasing any of that stuff. It would be, but no.
Mark, what do you want released? You make it up. See
I don't know.
all the discs.
I'm sure I could think of something.
But that's hilarious.
So I had this image in my mind of Felcher like legitimately freaking out about it and trying to get it taken down. So I was like, I'm not doing this. Don't use my shit. I hope so anyway. So, but there is like some real news that I am excited about and wanted to talk about, which is that Rhonda Shear, who a lot of people know from Up All Night, the old USA TV show that everybody saw. Gilbert Godfrey had a iteration of it, and so did Rhonda Shear. And I think they both did it for a while, or they at least co-hosted at some point in time as well. That show now has a Roku channel, and Dead Pit, as well as Born to Be Rad, are featured on that Roku channel. They picked a couple of people, a couple of shows, streaming shows to put on there as like the first time. You had to, I guess you had to, there's certain kind of metrics or something. I don't know exactly what happened that you had to have to get on there or whatever, but I don't know what it was. Certainly wasn't subscribers, but not for us anyway. But we're on there, and from apparently like it's not like a, we're on there at like 6 o'clock or anything like that. It runs pretty much like a lot of the time from like 8 to 10, 12 to 6. You'll see either Born to Be Rad or Dead Pit on that channel, on the Roku channel. So
Very
that's fucking crazy in and of itself. That's on there. If anybody wants to go look it up and confirm it, like just go on your Roku and like search.
So they may watch this on there?
Yeah.
Well, for those of Roku, Mark is racist. I'm black.
It's a good way to get him thrown off before it first airs.
I'm black. Mark, Uncle Bill is. Well, you want to be?
Listen. We immediately get thrown off. Like grand opening, grand closing.
Exactly.
That sounds about right.
Listen, I mean, if they actually go back and watch a lot of the Dead Pit shows, that's going to be a problem at some point, I'm sure. But
Well, they just
right
have,
now,
Mark's. What was the quote? I hate the blacks.
Oh God.
yeah. And then he's
Taken
like,
out of
"Why?" At
context.
some point.
You gotta have the context, folks. It's all about the context.
That's right.
So Bobby's coming in hot though. Let's see what we got today. Here we go. Uncle Bill said, so Matt, did you watch UFO 3 like CK and I told you to? Matt said, yes, I did. And it's still shit. Uncle Bill said, where's the DVD? Matt said, I threw it in the trash can on fire. Anyway, yeah. What's UFO
You might as well
3?
just replace it with August Underground, and that's the truth.
Which would you rather watch though? Would you rather watch August Underground or In Search of?
In search of. They didn't talk about sniffing ass.
They do sniff ass though.
I mean, they do. Well,
Fuck
yeah,
those guys.
figuratively. Yeah, Creator VC, for those wondering, I did do a video on them and their iffy practices of selling Blu-rays for $100. Because, like Mark, that Aliens documentary.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now they have a third edition. They re-released it, but it's $65. So those who bought $100 got ripped off. But they did get their name in the credits that you can find with the magnifying glass. So there's a lot of weird practices. But for those who do want to watch that, it is on my channel. Oh, I wanted to ask, Uncle Bill doesn't know the story, but Mark told it to me during Disturbia, the commentary. Number one, when I found out black people do fish. But number two...
What the fuck?
This is not helping the Roku deal.
The paramedic story?
Like,
No, it's we're somebody call Run the Shearables. We're off.
No, but you were telling me, I thought it was an interesting story, the paramedic story.
that's another thing that I don't know. I mean, we're not going to censor ourselves for it, but like, still.
No,
it's
it was a
such
really
weird
good story, though.
I mean, to context of what we were talking
He told
about.
you a story.
Yeah. I'll just talk about it briefly here. So this was years ago. This was a guy I used to work with. And he used to be a paramedic before he started the job that we were working together. I asked him, we had some downtime, and I said, hey, what's the craziest thing you've ever seen happen just on your run? Chicago, and there's a lot of violent stuff going on. So I figured he had to have at least one insane thing. And he did. And it was a story of a guy that got in trouble with a bunch of other people. Or
Hold up, is Uncle Bill frozen?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Okay, sorry.
I'm just listening intently.
Just want to make sure the StreamYard's been iffy. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so this guy gets into an altercation with a group of other men, and I don't know if it was drugs or gang related. I'm sure maybe either or a combination of both. Either way, he doesn't comply with whatever they want from him or want him to do. So instead of them beating him up or they get into a fight or whatever, they take a shotgun and stick the shotgun up the guy's ass and pull the trigger and blow out his intestines, his stomach, everything. And somehow the guy survived. So that's a story. Yeah. That's
he somehow
real life
survived.
That can't be the fucking cliffhanger, Mark. How did he what happened next?
I don't know. I know. Well, obviously, him being the paramedic, he got the call. They show up. They see the guys all fucked up and patch him up as much as they can. Rush him to the hospital. The guy's crying about hey, am I going to survive and shit like that. And of course, the paramedic was trying to keep him calm. Says, yeah, you'll be fine. I think you'll pull through this. And the guy did. I think he said weeks or months later, something like that. The guy was able to walk out of the hospital and he was fine.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow.
You never know.
Yeah. You never know.
You never know. I mean,
I'm not sure Silver Wings. I don't know what kind of shotgun it was.
What kind of does it matter? What? If it's the smallest caliber shotgun, it's still going. Shit.
Yeah.
Speaking of shit, shit and shotgun pellets. God, dang.
but yeah.
But anyway, up all night with Rhonda.
You can hear more of these stories and more at your Roku channel.
Yeah, we'll be on basic cable in no time with this shit.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how we segue out of that.
I don't either, but I want to tell you my own story that I heard.
Okay.
And this, you ever hear story? You probably have, Mark, because you remember that one. But like
How
every
do you
now
forget?
and then, yeah, every now and then you'll hear a story and you'll be like, it just sticks with you forever. And this is one of those stories. So, this story came from a coroner, and I can't remember how exactly it was told to me, but it was told to me around here about a couple around here anyway. So apparently they were like at one of these points, and I know where it was, where there was like a lookout, like a lover's lane kind of lookout, make out point. And they were in the car and they were, messing around and all that stuff. And, doing a little bit of hanky panky, if you will. And then the hanky panky turns serious and they're just going at it in the way that, Snoop Dogg would go at it, if you know what I mean. And so, what they didn't know, what nobody could know, I guess, is that carbon monoxide was slowly like leaking into the car that they had running. I'm not sure exactly how. And they both died. And when the coroner or whoever that was that found them, they were connected, so to speak.
Doggy style.
Yeah. And I guess maybe by that point, like they were kind of latched onto each other. So for some reason, that story is always just
So you're coming and going.
The fuck?
Yeah, that's a wild one.
Uh-huh.
I mean, yeah, there's worse ways to go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, Up All Night with Ron on the Roku channel.
Well, he was
Check
up
it out.
all night.
Yeah, he was up all night.
Or
Literally.
not.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
boner
boner
mortis.
mortis. Rigor mortis of boners.
You know what's weird is that we're just supposed to be doing a fucking Bloodsport. This shit has anything to do
Yeah.
with any of that. I would.
We're just talking about some news real quick.
I would like to say though that on my edition of Bloodsport, there is an intro that is one of the most annoying intros ever that Van Damme does. What the fuck's wrong with him these days? Like, is he back on shit?
I think he's still clean these days.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't have that release, so I didn't see that.
Have you ever tried to watch an interview with him lately or anything like that?
Not lately, no.
Yeah, not lately.
I don't know what it is, but it's like he's all over the place, like trying to tell a story, and the story never reaches any kind of point, and then it branches off into 25 different places. But even the intro to this, you're just like, what the fuck are you doing? But anyway, this is the edition of Bloodsport that I'm watching. I know there was another one that came out, right? Like Lionsgate or somebody put one out that was a 4K after this. Did somebody else put this out?
I mean, there's another
4K.
There's another 4K of that, but it's a different cover. But it's still German, so it's another media.
Yeah, nothing in the US.
Nothing in the U.S. has ever come out from Bloodsport. What the? That's a travesty right there.
Just Lionsgate did Kickboxer,
Right?
but nothing for Bloodsport, sadly.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of is Kickboxer then.
Yeah.
Before that, which I still don't own for some reason, but I do own this. Yeah, I mean, this is possibly in like my top 5 action films of all time.
Overall, just martial arts, like everything.
Well, if we want to break it down into like martial arts or just, I think of anything, to be honest. Like if you're just talking about like action films in general.
It's a good choice.
Definitely in my top 1 or 2 of martial arts films too.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
So I don't know where can you find this at? Where could anybody watch this if they didn't have the Blu-ray or? Anybody know?
Double check real quick. Because I downloaded it. You're watching it.
Yeah.
On that.
It's on Tubi.
It's on YouTube free with ads. So I mean, there are ads, but I guess if you have ad blocker or something like that, you can watch Bloodsport for free on YouTube, and the ads won't bother you if you have an ad blocker. So there is that way.
It is also available on the Roku channel.
It is?
It is.
Well, there you go.
All right, boys. So
There you go.
where you want to start this thing, Ed? I've got it on the MGM like line thing right now. That might be a good place.
I'm
to start.
on the Canon Films logo.
Yeah, that's what I have it paused on. It's on the
Rambo is
Canon.
trying to be fucking difficult. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So yeah, when the two little things connect to make canon, that's where we'll start.
Okay.
All right.
So if you're watching at home, it's on YouTube, it's on Tubi. If you've got your own version of it, you can watch it there. We're starting on the Canon screen where it actually spells out Canon. I'm going to count backwards, 3, 2, 1, and then we'll press play and go from there. In 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
All right, boys. So early on, I saw this film when it came out, or roughly around the time when it came out, because I saw the VHS of it. I didn't see it in the theater. I don't even know if it was in theaters around here, especially. But it was a film that my dad introduced me to. He loved it and thought it was great. It was definitely his type of film. But what about you guys? When did you first see it?
I think on TV as a little kid, this was one of the first martial arts films I had seen. So my introduction to Van Damme was perfect because this is easily one of his best films.
Yeah.
Definitely VHS for me. Just addicted to action films. So Stallone, Schwarzenegger, Van Damme. So on VHS, I was watching Cyborg, Lionheart, various stuff, and Bloodsport, of course, was one of them. And it would take years and years before I even saw Enter the Dragon. So this is probably the first tournament movie that I've seen, and love the concept. Probably helped that I was playing Street Fighter 2 as well, so I was into tournament stuff too, the video game. But yeah, loved it ever since.
This was also, you mentioned Street Fighter, the Mortal Kombat game got the Johnny Cage idea from seeing Van Damme in this film.
I think this guy here is Ton Po in Kickboxer. This guy
He is.
Michelle Queasy. Which by his face you couldn't tell, but they put a lot of makeup on him for Tom Poe. And of course Donald.
There's the man.
Mm-hmm.
Which I know you told the story. He hates Van Damme, right?
Yeah, there was an interview clip that I watched of him that had to be from not too long ago, where he was just talking all kinds of shit about how like much of a prima donna Van Damme was on this movie, which I thought was weird because, this was like his breakthrough movie. He really wasn't anything when this was being made. So, but apparently he was a douche.
Zach got you a super chat.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's one thing about this movie that separates it from a lot of movies to me is the soundtrack is amazing. Really, the whole sound design of the movie is amazing.
Yeah, the score by, I believe it's Paul Herzog.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful score. He also did Kickboxer. And then he didn't get much work for some reason. I think he became a school teacher because he couldn't get work. I think he came back for that really shitty movie, The Last Kumite. That film sucks, but he's a really great composer. It's sad he didn't get much more work. You would think just based on these two alone, but... And Van Damme, he had been in films, No Retreat, No Surrender. Also...
Breaking 2.
Yeah, Breaking 2, Dancing.
Is in that.
And what was a Black Eagle he was in?
Yeah.
with
But was
Social Security.
still struggling though. Like I mean, even after this film, he wasn't, living large or anything. Still
Well, there's
struggling money wise.
there's a famous story where he, goes into was it Golan?
Yeah.
Goes into his office and he's like, I'll do anything like to get in the movie. And then they were like, and nobody knew who the hell he was or anything like that. But he apparently did one of those kicks, one of those like roundhouse style jump kicks that he does in this movie. And it was enough to kind of like get him in the door, which I always thought that was kind of fucking great and that's why it's featured in this movie so much as well.
Yeah, I think he did that in The Splits.
Yeah.
Because for those who don't know, he was friends with Chuck Norris. You can even find old footage where he's training with Chuck Norris. And Chuck Norris, of course, was very big at Canon Films. As they would say, they would have two ideas for scripts, either a Charles Bronson movie or a Chuck Norris movie. It'd be two piles. And since Norris was so big, I think he even had like one of the extras in Missing in Action or something he's credited for. And so because he knew Norris, he was able to get into the Golan office, and they said this guy could never be a star. And then the first cut of this film was deemed so horrible that Van Damme and Sheldon Lettich, who would later direct him in Lionheart and Double Impact, said, let's edit. And I think that's one thing that works for this. It's a very fast-paced film.
Yeah.
So whatever fat was in it, they try to allow the fat out. And I think that's one of the appealing themes in this. Other than this guy's shitty dub. This young kid's dub, like when you listen to him, you can tell.
Oh my
it's
God.
like not his voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently the canon cut was pretty terrible. They screwed up the pacing of the movie, the tone, and just used a lot of bad angles for different things. So, like you were saying, they went in, re-edited the movie. Even still after the re-editing, I know they weren't big on it. But I had heard stories about Van Damme saying like he passed the tapes around and like it became like a cult classic like right away, mostly due to him doing that. They were just planning to just dump the movie out. They didn't seem to believe in it for some reason, even after he had re-edited it.
So this kid right here, it's ridiculous, by the way. But
I'm just waiting for you.
His name is Pierre Raffiné. And this was the only movie he was ever credited for, and rightfully so.
Not yet.
God, that fucking boy, that dub.
And of course, the other guy was in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The guy who chases Indiana Jones to the plane, Lao She. Good journey, Mr. Dr. Jones.
Well, I got to ask you guys about Frank. Good old Frank. Do you guys believe any of his stories about the Kumite or
no?
his
I mean, they've basically
Oh.
all been disproven now. And
Frank Dukes, yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the really weird thing, that guy is probably one of the best con artists of all time. I mean, he ran a con that lasted probably 30 years before anybody really figured anything out. And once people started looking into it, like none of the stuff that guy said was true. None of it. He was like CIA agent, special forces, like, trained with this Kumite and won. None of that happened. Not any of that.
What did he say? He was doing clandestine missions for the CIA.
Yep.
And him joining the Kumite was so he could get information about different criminal organizations and whatnot.
And this is the part that always cracks me up too. He was the fucking fight coordinator on this movie. He was like the guy that was giving advice. None of this happened. He was just like, yep. Then,
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, you can kind of tell like a lot of the shit in this would not really happen in a fight, but
no.
Yeah, Bob Morton, Sheldon Lettich told that story that at one point Frank Dukes had showed him a picture where they supposedly won all these medals No, not a single one of them. He won. So that's a really bad thing with the military stolen valor. You don't lie about that stuff, but like you
Yeah.
said, whatever tries to sell his story more.
Yeah.
And I know there's a story with them with the quest, which I think Frank Deuce tried to sue him or something. It didn't quite work out.
So you know the backstory too, where all this shit like this right here comes from too, with this sensei and all this is like originally Deuce said he was trained by a fucking ninja
Yeah, I remember.
who was called Senzo Tanaka.
Yeah.
And that right there should have been a red flag, by the way. Like he said he was
Yeah.
trained by a ninja, but apparently it
Well,
wasn't.
I mean, like everything even the thing about like Chung Li, because I guess they wanted to talk to the real Chung Li, and he's like, well, no, he died in a car crash. And then another story was like, oh, I think he succumbed to brain tumors. And I mean, it was just endless amounts of bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could hear Uncle Bill. It's just his image is frozen, but we could hear him perfectly fine.
Oh fuck! Am I frozen?
Oh, not now,
moving
now, but you were for like it's StreamYard. It's always StreamYard.
That's fucking
It's
annoying.
doing
I noticed it was slowed down when I first got on, but like ain't nothing I can fucking do about it. I ain't gonna bother.
Yeah.
I will say though, there's a book called The Secret Man that I've always wanted to read that Frank Dukes wrote that's supposed to be about all
Yeah.
this shit.
Didn't they pull it from publication because of all the controversy?
Yeah. Well, I think it was Soldier of Fortune magazine that that published all this shit about him actually not being, all the things that he said he was.
Mhm.
And I think after that happened, they pulled that book. You remember Soldier of Fortune? That magazine, I don't think it's still around.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, there is one story I might halfway believe just because everybody seems to hate the guy, at least nowadays. There's also, so he apparently is quoted as saying he participated in some type of like mission or something where he thwarted an assassination attempt on Steven Seagal. Where I'm like, well, maybe that might be true.
I hope
he's got a lot of enemies these days. Seagal.
Yeah.
Was his ass at Dunkin' Donuts?
Yeah. The assassin was a DoorDash delivery guy.
But sadly, they don't really do this kind of stuff. These type of movies, they're just out of fashion with the public, the younger generation of today. So it's just, and people may forget or may not realize when this film came out, it was huge internationally, and just the amount of ripoffs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Van Damme, he might be possibly the most ripped off. Where I mean, there was like Desert Kickboxer. There was like, what was that? Don the Dragon. Was like Blood Match and Blood. What was that one Don the Dragon Wilson did?
Blood Fist.
Yeah, Blood Fist, like 1 through 8.
Yeah.
Or something like that. And then you had like Jeff Speakman, Jeff Wincott.
Yep.
Multiple other people afterward.
The thing about this movie, though, that always like I marked out for as a kid, it has the best fight montage. Well, it just has the best montages of any fucking movie ever. The training montages that they were just showing, and then when it gets into the actual fighting montages coming up, like all that stuff is just excellent.
Yeah.
And it's got 1,000 things that you can quote too.
Yeah.
I will say this, like that's majestic hair he's got going on there. That's just fucking, I don't know. Like a perfect, it looks like the fucking cannon symbol, like it's shaped in like almost like the exact C. Maybe that's what it was. It's a tribute.
But yeah, back in the day, these were for us kids. These were the comic book movies of their time, and maybe just nostalgia. Maybe just I grew up with it. I'm just more in line with these kind of films compared to a lot of what they do nowadays. Because while yes, it may be unrealistic, yes, fights is more I'll go bite your ear off, I'm gonna scratch your face, I'm rip your nose with my fingernails. They're still more down to earth than what we see nowadays. Like you had to actually learn how to fight or pretend how to fight on screen. You had to be somewhat in shape. You had to be somewhat of a physical specimen to make it believable as an action hero, not some scrawny 80-pound person who you douse a bunch of CGI and filters and all of a sudden you're an action hero. It's just does not nearly for me have the same impact or longevity of stuff like this. Even if people call it cheesy, it's my kind of film.
I mean, I could understand that, but it's to me, it's in no way cheesy. I think it's so authentic down to. I mean, the director was talking about how a lot of the people in the Kumite, they didn't have a lot of money first off, so it's not like they could hire and pay for everybody that's in there. So you had a lot of actual like bodybuilders and stage fighting actors and or not actors but stage fighters, like rounding out the people that were there. So you had a lot of legit people there, which just adds to it. They couldn't miss anything. Like if they couldn't get the shot on stuff, they had to keep going. Again, so little money. I think Van Damme said like he was incredibly sore by the end of the shoot, doing all his own stuff and landing, hitting concrete, actually taking hits because some people would miss the mark for stuff. All they had was aspirin and ice packs.
And yeah, the look of these films, it's just because they shot on film, but also they had the life for whatever was on and capable of for the screen. Because afterward, you could mess around too much. Sometimes when you have too many options, you overthink things and things look a bit more cold, a bit more, I don't know what's the word I'm looking for. Like a lot of, whether action films or not today, just because of that overly digital look, really enough, it's technically supposed to be more real, but it looks less real to me than this. Maybe because like the colors feel natural.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, those
everything's super
flashbacks
polished nowadays.
Yeah, go ahead.
Those flashback sequences, like where they use like the soft focus and everything, and then they cut back to the way it is now, always like that. And how long was that flashback sequence? It fucking went on for about 10, 15 minutes, isn't it?
Yeah, it did.
I forgot I was in a flashback. I thought maybe this was the film.
I can imagine probably the original cut that was a lot longer because I don't think the deleted footage has ever seen the light of day. I'm sure if it was seen, it'd be like, yeah, it made sense that was cut. I would assume it would have been more of, for example, the brother that was killed in the last Kumite, because he's barely in it, especially older.
Yeah.
He's just kind of a picture on a wall. Kind of jumps to him as a kid. He's a
Yep.
picture on a wall, so I don't know if there were scenes of that among other stuff. But sometimes, I mean, some films nowadays need an editor, as well as documentaries and other stuff. They just sometimes editing is not a bad thing. It's like First Blood. Original cut was deemed a disaster. You edit it out and you cut the fat out.
Now
Yeah,
you're
I mean,
seeing
that
the,
can completely make or break any film, the editing for sure.
you're seeing the introduction of the greatest character ever in film now. Fucking, well, I guess this is the talking introduction to him anyway. What a weird choice for that role. it completely works, but just the juxtaposition between like Van Damme and him is amazing. This is one of the best scenes in the movie, by the way, right here. I quote this still to this day. This fucking scene.
We gotta hear you quoting now.
Do what?
We gotta hear you quoting it
Oh,
now.
yeah. When it gets to it, trust me, I will.
I'll try not to talk. But of course, this lady here, she was in the Burning, among other films. And Donald Gibb, he was in Revenge of the Nerds 1 and 2, Nerds in Paradise. And he was in an episode of the X-Files. That was like the last thing I saw him in. Was like an episode of the X-Files where like he's talking to the agents. Was it Conduit? One of those early episodes. Talks about like his face has been marked by UFO possibly. These are your old school arcade machines. I mean, I don't know what knowing martial arts has to do with knowing how to play a video game, but I guess technique, I guess.
Yeah, nothing at all. And none of the shit that they were doing make any sense in the context of playing that game either.
I don't know if this is a real game or it's a game they made for the movie.
Aren't you a little old for video games? It's one of the.
It was probably real.
Yeah, Karate Champ. Yeah, I was wondering about that, but I don't remember that being an arcade game. I just remember that being a Nintendo game. That's what I was saying. Did someone put NES in?
I don't remember it. I guess it probably was an arcade, but I didn't remember it either. Like I remember.
So.
Now speaking of weird casting choices, fucking Forrest Whitaker.
Right.
But I mean, he was a nobody. I mean, not as a slight against him, but he was a nobody at this point. He had not really gotten to the being famous yet. Before he was in The Immortal Species.
I ain't your pal, dick face. Silverwing says it came out in 1984 in arcades by Data East.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Yeah, CT's brother. Yeah, Donald Gibb. Yeah.
You Jackson? You look like a Jackson. Guy's great too. Who is this guy? I've always wanted to know, like, where did this guy come from?
I don't know. I think sadly he's passed away.
Yeah, I think he is.
Yeah. But I can't remember his name, but he was really good. I don't know if he really got to do much after this, which is a shame.
There's one quote that he has in this fucking movie that's killer where he goes, Jackson's like, time to separate the men from the boys. He's like, just make sure Chong Li doesn't separate your head from your shoulder or something like that.
But very nice locations they got here as well. Which never visited there. Love to one day.
I don't think it exists anymore.
Well, I mean, like the region.
Ah, okay, yeah. But yeah, look at that production value.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe not. Maybe I wouldn't visit that. It looks like a shithole. But
Yeah.
the better places, the more pretty places. Here I get mugged.
Yeah, I think their government like destroyed all of that sometime after. Just bad conditions, and it's obviously not safe, and the crime element as well. Like, how do you even police all those alleyways? And
see, I wouldn't know about that guy. Who is that? Okay, USA. Like,
That guy's amazing too. Yeah.
Like, I want to know, like, was it written that way? I guess is that guy's real voice? Like,
Let's see if I can find that guy. I don't know what the hell he'd be listed as. OK USA guy or something.
I don't know. But I mean, hey, you take one line, you make it work. But that's like one of my favorite parts. Okay, USA. I've said that so many times.
Possibly improv as well. I know a lot of the fights were they had to change up a bunch of stuff last minute doing improv. That's why that remake will never work. Just won't be anywhere
I mean,
near.
if they even do it, I know they announced it, but
Mhm.
that remake was announced before in the past as well, and
Yeah, I remember that.
hopefully they'll just forget about it. This is not gonna work. Because they'll just be more generic and more just sterile.
Yep.
By the way, I was looking at this, and this film has a 29 critic score.
I'm not
I was like,
surprised.
what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, I'm sure they thought it was not intellectually up their alley. Should be the deep dark depression that these warriors go through. The inner
yeah.
demons of alcoholism. Oh, they're inner demons that they gotta get out of the tournament. It's like, no, I just want to see people get the shit kicked out of them in fun ways. Doing well, Preliminary. Yeah, this is a classic. And of course, Donald Gibb has to have the typical Harley Davidson T-shirt. It's like
By the
he's a-
way, as a side note to Donald Gibbs' character in this movie, because what you're getting ready to see right now and everything, did he wasn't practicing any fucking martial art, was he? He just
yeah,
Just drinking beer. That's all. you
drinking
gotta
beer
do.
and grabbing people and like smashing their face. Like nothing. There was no moves.
nah, brute force.
Which somehow that kind of worked, and I can see how that gave rise to like a lot of the videos games, because you always had like one just big dude that just grab people and beat the shit out of them, and then you always had like the martial arts guy and the American guy and like
Final fight.
yeah.
Yeah, Cody.
By the way, this
guy, yeah.
this dim mock thing is not a real thing. When I was a kid, I thought this must be some sort of like fucking ancient, martial
Yeah.
arts technique.
Same.
No.
That's the one thing he admitted was bullshit. Was that he did make
Duke?
all that up? Yeah.
Well, that wasn't the only thing that was. Fucking guy.
Oh, we can do that to Mark. Bottom one.
Got the bolo.
The way they filmed this is awesome, though. This shot that's coming up from like underneath. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just perfect. That's a perfectly filmed shot.
Mm-hmm.
They're not impressed.
No shit, we accept your invitation. Yeah. Yeah. Fucking Chong Li back there. Now that he's only got maybe 4 or 5 lines in this film, but I have them all memorized by heart. Like, let me tell you, and they're all like equally amazing. And by the way, they're pretty much all mostly the same as his in Enter the Dragon. I don't know, like if you guys noticed that, but like they're almost word for word. That one too, but I think it was maybe boards. Not
Yeah,
hit
Bruce
back.
Lee. Boards don't hit back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. There's also like an Enter the Dragon style shot later. So I mean, there's definitely some inspiration there.
Captain Chin here. That's really his name, by the way. I'm not making fun of him. It's Captain Chin. This guy was in a ton of like Hong Kong movies, by the way. He was in Hero of Tomorrow. Good Lord. He was also in Double Impact too.
Oh yeah,
He was the heel in Double Impact.
that's right. But Van Damme's career, I mean, after this was riding a good high of, well, cocaine, but the other high too is
Yeah.
like Cyborg may not be like the best artistic movie, but it was very successful and I find a very fun film. Kickboxer, like all these successes. Oh wait, this guy here with the turban.
This is it. This is it. Yeah.
I gotta wait for this because the way he says the lines and
I don't know if this is a voiceover. I feel like it was a dub because it's so like
It's got to be.
it's so fucking hilarious. The callback to this scene is fucking hilarious too. I'll get to that in a second. Oh, he's grabbing Koi out of the fucking pond there, showing you lose, American asshole. So I fucking still quote this line to this day, which is the scene like later on where he's getting ready to fight him and he goes, "Now I show you some trick or two." Oh shit.
But I was saying like when Van Damme had pretty successful stuff aside from I would say probably 95 is when things started tanking from because his cocaine was getting worse. Sudden Death was a flop. The Quest was a flop. As a fan, was there a time you started losing interest? Whether a certain movie or a certain time period that you can remember, or was it just you moved on to other action heroes or just other types of movies you were watching? Like, can you remember a certain time where you kind of
I think
lost interest in Van Damme?
the last movie that I remember watching of Van Damme's, where I honestly like remember it and everything, would have been Sudden Death. And that might have been one of the last movies he did that was in theaters, man. Like that's one of the last
Universal
ones I can.
Soldier. The sequel
Was that after?
Yeah,
Oh,
The Return was 99.
Yeah, I
that
haven't seen
was when I was. I mean, I was always still a fan, just because I'd grown up with all the films and loved all his stuff. So, yeah, that was the turning point, though. I think because after that you got Inferno, which is an okay film for what it is, but it wasn't. None of the stuff. None of that stuff after was in any way, shape, or form close to what he had done before.
it. Yeah.
Or no, not Inferno. I'm thinking of In Hell. In Hell's the one when he's in the prison, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, there's some good direct-to-video stuff. He did 6 Bullets, The Order, Replicant. sci-fi where he played a serial killer and a clone. So there's some good ones, but I mean, they're not to the level of this, no. But
No, I
there's some
know.
good ones.
I listen. It's weird to say this because he's done so many other films after this, but I don't think any film came close to touching this film for me. I mean, it's weird that he made this and Kickboxer around the same time because they're my two favorite films is. And I love, like Double Impact, Universal Soldiers, but I don't think that there's two better films that he had.
Yeah, both are great. Good 1-2 punch that solidified him. Which I know a lot of martial arts later didn't like him. They felt he didn't earn it. He's not a real fighter, but he was still got these two films and still getting films in theaters while theirs went direct to video. And Van Damme had that it factor. He had the look. I think his martial arts work well on film. Yeah, they may not be what you would use in a fight, but film is a different medium, is a different avenue, and you want to make it look artistic and cinematic. And like when Jackie Chan does a comedic martial arts fight, you wouldn't do that in real life. But it's a performer. It's part of the entertainment value. And I love that stuff. I loved when he screamed, yeah, I love that. I hated when he got rid of that. I know he got rid of it because he felt it was embarrassing, but that would made it you. Or, come on.
Yeah, they're really over the top.
Yeah. Death Warrant, come on, which was always on TNT, like movies for guys who love movies or something like that.
Yeah,
it was like Roadhouse and other clips, and it was always had the Death Warrant where Van Damme's with the pipes and stuff. He's like, come on. It was always on TNT, those promos. So, but that's what made him. And like, I would say, like, be happy for that. I know there are people make fun of it. I love that stuff. It's emotion. I hate stuff that's boring, like bland. I don't find it bland. I'd rather be over the top and fun and exciting than bland.
Yeah.
And when he makes those reactions during a fight, it's to me, it helps the fight. So
there's one reaction thing that he's got in this movie that no one will ever forget, where he fucking hits the guy in the nuts.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I thought you were saying
it holds on that shot forever, and he's like,
exactly.
Yeah. What do you guys think too? Because as we're sitting here beginning to watch like the actual fights, about the idea that this film actually was the inspiration for UFC, like pitting different fighters and fighting styles against each other and stuff like that.
Is that what's been said?
Yeah, it's a theory that this movie was directly kind of responsible for the idea for that.
When did UFC start? Like what year?
In the 90s sometime, I think. Somewhere in the 90s.
Perhaps it could have, yeah. I mean, if you look at the popularity, and then again, it spawned a lot of movies, and then those movies get people talking, interested, intrigued. Could very well be.
Here we go with Jackson fighting, and it's like he looks like he's fighting some high school kid or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's so small. Like Johnny Depp's brother.
He's so good in this movie, though, man. Like everything he does is believable to that character. Nobody makes him bleed his own blood.
Yeah.
And that's it. So what the fuck? He's supposed to be martial artist. What's he doing? He's just like
Well, I think it's just fighters, and hey, as long as you win, you win.
Yeah.
That stairs kill it. Oh. By the way, what is Van Damme's background? Because I've heard mixed things. Like he was a fighter, right? Like he actually competed. At
Yeah,
some
there
point.
are like I think usually a point system. But yeah, there's some fights he did back in the day. I mean, Seagal would say no, but Seagal is Seagal.
Buddy, any of these guys could whip Seagal's ass. That's the thing that I think people need to realize. Even back then, any single one like Norris or Van Damme would have killed that guy.
Yeah, I think he started with kickboxing and a form of karate. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
According to Michael Jai White, like he was legit. Very early on, I think as a teenager, he got his second degree black belt, I think he said. So, I mean,
Belgium.
he was living it for real.
Have you ever seen anybody built like fucking Bolo Young? Honestly, that's the weirdest physique, man.
Yeah.
He's just all tits. He's just like he's got tit armor. Like you can't.
I don't Triple
hurt
H.
him.
It's like 75% of his chest is tits.
But Bolo was in a lot of movies back in the day too.
Yeah, he did. I didn't even know until Vinegar Syndrome came along how many movies he was in because they've released about half of them at this point.
Yeah, one of the better ones was one called Shoot Fighter, which was pretty good. The guy who played Johnny in The Karate Kid, he was one of the main characters. That actor, forget his name. I'm always bad with names. But the guy who played Johnny in The Karate Kid.
Oh my God! Why can't I think of his fucking name?
Yeah.
William Zabka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was one of the stars, and he was like Bolo was the good guy, the mentor. And it was like a tournament movie like this, but yeah, Shoot Fighter, and then there was a sequel to that. He did a lot of those Bruce Lee rip-offs, clones. Like the clones of Bruce Lee, I think he was in that. Enter the Game of Death, I think he was in that, like a lot of those Bruceploitation films.
And here's where he tries to fucking hit him from behind. There's a story that he actually knocked him out with that elbow. That first elbow. You see there's a cut.
Oh.
So
I've
he
heard
hits
that
him
as
with
well.
the elbow, and then it cuts to another shot of him falling forward. But the first elbow where he like clocks him, he really fucking apparently knocked him out.
Yeah.
That's what you get for messing with his woman, I guess.
But that's bullshit. That was not 12 seconds.
Well, he broke Chong Lee's record, buddy. And Chong Lee won't let things go. He's like Michael Jordan. He took that personally.
It took 12 seconds just to him to dip back up when he fainted or whatever. 12 seconds, my ass. No wonder he's pissed. They cheating.
It's the little things too, like that guy trying to get the gold, like getting the gold tooth and shit.
Yeah, that's one thing that one of the many things they did right is that to have little unique things like that guy.
Yeah.
Does that serve the story? No, but it's something you remember. It's a little moment, little quirk.
Every fighter in this too kind of has their own thing. Like this guy's like the monkey,
The
or
drunken
whatever.
monkey thing.
Yeah. And then you got like the giant sumo guy, which if that ain't fucking E Honda Bulls, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like, but anyway, everybody has their own like gimmick.
And of course, we got Stan Bush, the song "Fight to Survive."
Yeah, now this is what I'm talking about. I was like, this is one of the best put together fighting montages with the music and everything. Like, I mean, it's just outstanding. Most of these guys.
That's what makes one of the things that makes the film work. And again, Van Damme and Sheldon Lettich, they took the film and they edited the fight scenes to have this type of fast beat to it.
Yeah,
just like Cyborg, there was the original cut, and then Van Damme took it and re-edited it and made a better movie. Because I've seen the original cut and it sucked. Sorry, Albert Pyun, but
don't be sorry to him. I got sucks. Lord.
I mean, he's dead. That's why.
Oh, well, rest in peace, but he's still safe.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that Capoeira.
And I guess the one guy Paco is like what, like Muay Thai? Like that's kind of his gimmick.
I
Mhm.
don't know for certain.
That guy that they just showed.
Yeah. The timestamp is around 44 minutes.
And now we got the, for no apparent reason, we get to watch Forrest Whitaker and him eat.
Yeah. He's got to try the local food.
Yeah.
So at this time for both of you, was this your introduction to martial arts movies first and foremost? Or were there other movies that you were introduced to martial arts wise?
This was one of the early ones for me. I don't know if this was the first one, though. Definitely one of the earliest.
Yeah, I mean, this has got to be this is like one of my favorite scenes too with Donald giving this shit. But this has got to be one of the first ones that I really remember too, especially like a martial arts film.
I just know it's like Van Damme's coat. It's like the coat Shooter McGavin wanted in Happy Gilmore at the end, the gold coat
Yeah.
for golfing. The golf champions. I just look at that. It does look like one of those coats you get if you're
it does. This guy right here, by the way, the other CIA agent guy, was in a bunch of movies in the 70s. He was in it's in Diamonds Are Forever, I think. Planet of the Apes. Bunch of shit.
That's a big ass taser.
That is. That's back in the day. That's like a cell phone back in that time. They had tasers for that big.
Yeah.
Jeez.
For some reason, this scene is even good. Like the chase scene doesn't really like make any sense. It's more like a comedic scene, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
it still kind of works. In the middle of all this shit going on, like he has like a Groucho Marx style fucking chase sequence.
With me, this scene, in the early days of YouTube, not one of the first, but one of the early videos I saw was someone took this, and it was a Mentos commercial they made it into.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hoorah! You just think of the Mentos theme of that commercial.
Yeah, it would fit
Fresh
perfect.
Maker.
That is exactly what it reminds you of too. It's so goofy.
But I just wanted to ask, what other martial arts movies or actors were you into during this period of time as you're starting to get to know the genre? Just some are Shokasudi, American Ninjas, some are more just Chuck Norris, some are maybe lesser known people. So,
well, I remember another film that's very similar to this movie in a way that I loved around this time was Best of the Best.
Yes.
remember that?
And then, of course, you got like the Norris stuff like Delta Force and all that would have come out around this time. Loved all that stuff. I loved, I don't know, when did Perfect Weapon come out? That was at the 90s?
91.
Yeah.
91.
Because I loved that movie since I was a kid. Like, I always thought that was I always thought he was a really good performer or whatever you want to say. Like, but I don't know why he didn't work because, like, yeah, I mean, he couldn't act or anything, but fuck, none of them guys could really.
I don't think he was bad acting wise. Like I thought he was serviceable compared to. I've seen a lot worse. I didn't mind his acting. I think. Well, with Jeff Speakman, he had a producer who worked on some of these films, but he was fighting with the studio because he wanted more power, he wanted more control. He had found Jeff Speakman, so Jeff Speakman was kind of under his wing, so to speak, and was trying to push for other deals until pretty much the company got tired of that guy, and then Jeff Speakman was kind of collateral damage from it. So then the next film he gets, it's Street Night, which is Cannon Films' last legs, because they were given one budget, then most of the budget was taken away right before filming or during filming. So that's why that film doesn't nearly have as much action as The Perfect Weapon. The hell was that?
I don't know.
There's an alarm?
Yeah, I hear that. What was
There's a warning that we're going to have to see Van Damme's ass.
Maybe. I don't know what the hell that was. Get shit on me. I don't.
That's your,
I
your early
completely
Van
forgot
Damme
about
ass.
that till that scene just happened.
Maybe that's what. I guess that's what.
Same.
Ass alert! Ass alert!
Oh, it's a tornado warning. Is it? I heard somebody say something about that there was storms and shit somewhere.
Not here is. Well, we'll find out soon enough. One of us disappear.
Yeah. We'll just fucking blow off.
I don't have anything on that would make that. Okay.
It's like randomly inserted post love scene.
Mhm.
Just had to have that in there.
His booty need to be in focus. As much as I love the film, this is the one thing I don't care about. This movie didn't need a love story. Not every
No.
film needs a love story. No one ever said I love Bloodsport for his love story. So that's
No,
one thing.
no.
Out.
Nobody had ever said, like, nobody's mentioned any of those scenes and they've ever been talking about Bloodsport.
No.
Hey, she was pivotal. Like
Yeah.
that helped him win later on.
And someone was asking about the Bloodsport sequels. I haven't talked about them because I don't remember them and I've seen them. Daniel Bernhardt starred in Bloodsport 2, 3, and 4. And I don't remember any of them. So that's why I didn't bring it up. I don't think anybody really remembers them.
Yeah, I barely remember those. It's like the kickboxer sequels as well. Like I remember the lead. What's his Sasha
Mitchell.
Yeah,
Cody from Step by Step.
that show.
I mean, it is.
Yeah, no, I remember.
And then Kickboxer 5 was Mark Dacascos.
Oh yeah.
And then they did like reboots, and Van Damme was like the mentor. Dave Bautista was that was Kickboxer Tom Poe in that Kickboxer reboot. Dave Bautista's Tom Poe. Yeah, exactly.
Jeez, I'm sure it's a masterpiece.
It's not.
Yo, Frankie. That's also another line that I just fucking randomly go around quoting to myself. Yeah, you gonna see somebody get their ass whipped.
Just the idea that you still have blood on the fucking mat when you're
Uh-huh.
doing it.
Yeah, where's the guy with the sponge?
He tried. Stains. Blood stains. Catching in that gold he took. Have you ever been to it? I mean, when we were here for the Mike Tyson bullshit fight,
God almighty. I forgot about that. That was horrible.
you guys mentioned how you grew up with UFC and such. Did you ever attend one in person?
Mm-mm.
Or a boxing match, anything in person?
No.
Not quite like this, of course, but anything similar.
I've never gone to a boxing match now that I think about it. or any like around here, there's 1,000 different like those shitty like cage fighting things like rough and rowdy, tough
Really?
and like bare like not bare knuckle, but it's just like they just get like a bunch of dumbasses off the street,
Just
you
like
know.
just regular people who
Yeah, just regular people and put them in a cage and they fight each other. And,
Kentucky Fight Club.
yeah, man, basically. Yeah.
is like just a
Wow.
bar or something? Is a regular
No, it's a cage. It's a cage match kind of. It's like UFC, but to like a lot less, degree. And they just call them like rough and rowdy brawls, and people just sign up for them. I don't know how the process goes, but it's just a bunch of random dumbass.
you never thought of going to one of them? Just to see.
There's another name for it too that like Butterbean used to do. What were those called? That Butterbean used to like win all the time.
I don't know.
It's called something like tough, not tough man, but something like that.
I don't know.
Anyway, they do those around here a lot, but I've never been to one. That's a pretty good special effect, by the way.
Oh yeah, good makeup.
I guess it is tough man contest. Yeah. Oh, there we go.
Yeah, those stances are definitely Mark. You were mentioning like Mortal Kombat, Johnny Cage.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%. He just kicked him in the back of the neck, by the way. I've never seen that in any fight that I've ever watched.
But it does look good on film.
Yeah.
Yes, it
That's the
does.
thing. A lot of those Hong Kong movies, they're the same. Like it's all like a big choreographed dance. Only this one's the more brutal. Oh, we got a super chat by Jammerl.
Let's see. Uncle Bill, you grew up in Hong Kong, right? Yeah. Was this the first real fighting tournament movie? Or maybe you can make an argument.
No, I mean, you had Enter the Dragon before this. I don't know if Hard
That's
Time
what I
was
was
before that.
That's what I was just
Yeah.
thinking. I mean, Enter the Dragons really got to be the first one, didn't it? I don't know if I've
Mhm.
seen one before that.
Yeah, because Hard Time, even that was 75. Enter the Dragon was 74.
73,
73.
I think. Yeah.
So yeah, Enter the Dragon, maybe the first one. But again, that's a film I didn't see till much later. I've told the story before. It's embarrassing, but it's the truth. I knew who Bruce Lee was, but I did not know who he looked like. So when we went to, I don't know what store it was, we got like a VHS called Bruce the Superhero, and I thought that was Bruce Lee. It's not. It's one of the people that ripped him off. So for like years, I thought this is Bruce Lee. He's like, no, it's not. I mean, I swear it's not that I think they all look the same. Just I thought that was Bruce Lee. I didn't know they didn't show Bruce Lee movies on ABC or CBS. They really did. So
What's in here? He says, I met Bolo Young once before. He was very quiet, but still very cool. Getting to see him at a meet and greet. Yeah, you got to imagine like what it must be like for Bolo Young to be at a convention. He's this big, like roided up, karate guy from the past. He must be like, get these damn nuts away from me.
yeah, and like you said, this is the E Honda. Oh,
I swear, man. Whenever I see that guy, it's exactly who it reminds me of. I mean, I guess that's who E Honda reminds me of. Is that guy?
Yeah.
Here you go. Here's a classic scene. We're all going to relive this together right now.
Of course.
This was Van Damme's idea because of the splits thing. He, for some reason, just wanted to utilize the shit out of that I mean, it makes sense, but you can see he drags him around first and all that, and then
which of course those splits became a Johnny Cage not finishing move, but
a signature move.
Punching the balls and his head explodes.
This look at his face when he hits him with the head skillet. Here's the first one. This goes on like far too long.
But I love it. I love it. I love the way it's done. I wouldn't have it any other way.
No, me either. I mean, it's what makes this so killer, really.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. It's just the best thing.
It's all you need.
Mm-hmm.
It's all you need to do.
I mean, I feel like that would work.
Yeah.
If that
Sure,
happened,
on me.
that would be the end of the fight. I'm fairly sure.
It would work on me.
And he took that personally. Here we go. Yeah, there it is. Separate your head from your body.
It's a lot better than Soul Man. But you look like we're already only have an hour in. It went by quick so far.
I could watch this.
Yeah.
We could get to the end of this, and I could just restart it and watch the fucking movie again. That's how much I like this movie. But this always confused me, this scene, because technically he's getting ready to beat him, and then he just fucking goes running around and shit. Like, I never understood that.
Yeah.
Like right here.
Well, I think that's just part of his character of being cocky, which is what gets him. Cockiness, arrogance.
And by the way, I don't know what the hell that move was that he used there, like a double axe handle to knock him down. No, stop. Here's a line right here. Oh, wait a second.
Going to take this from our Harley Davidson collection.
Ah. Yeah, he's a big bandana guy. Did you guys see the scene of Jackie Chan as Chun-Li? What?
Oh yeah, that's we were talking about Street Fighter. There's a movie called City Hunter in the 80s. And there's a scene when him and some bad guys, they're in an arcade. And I guess he gets electrocuted or something. So I guess he imagines him and the others as Street Fighter characters.
Oh, okay.
So like one extends his arms like Dalsum. What was it? Gary Daniels is in it. He's Ken. And then Jackie Chan's he's E Honda at one point. Then he's Chun-Li at one point. And they're doing the Street Fighter moves. All for comedy. It's a fun scene. I mean, it's a fun movie, City Hunter. Kind of a diehard on a cruise ship. Very silly, very comedic, but it's a fun one. And no, Predator Collector, I don't back anything on Kickstarter. Most of them are bullshit, in my opinion. Does it come out like crap, or they steal your money, or they take 8 years to come out?
No, I've never backed a documentary on Kickstarter. Other stuff.
Like that Police Academy one, it's been like 8 years, it's still not out yet. That those guys were doing on Police Academy. The ones who did the Fright Night one. 1 and 2, yeah. You Were So Cool, Brewster. I'm like 8 years and still not out yet? What the fuck?
Right.
So I just don't believe in any of it because there's too many that tarnish it or take advantage of it.
Isn't this the scene where he got like where he goes out on the bus and everything, and they're playing the "On My Own"?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's Stan Bush that's singing that.
I think so as well, yeah. Because I think he did all the songs. What are your thoughts on Stan Bush?
I love Bush.
Well, yeah, I mean, but what about Stan Bush?
No, I mean I love Stan Bush.
Yeah, he did a lot of great songs throughout the years. And since the 80s, he's never really been able to. I mean, he reiterates what he did back then, but they don't sound as potent as back then. But a lot of great songs. Never Surrender from Tip Boxer, songs in this one. Of course, The Touch from Transformers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I was just about to say that one.
Which I still, hard for me to believe that was meant for Cobra. Because I still don't see that, but that's what he said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hearts versus Heads. That was on the Wraith soundtrack.
I don't remember the Wraith soundtrack.
It is Stan Bush, Immortal. That's what we're talking about. Like he
Okay.
sings Fight to Survive and On My Own.
Hmm. Now, this shot was in so many promotional pictures when this film came out. Like every other promotional picture was this shot. It's a beautiful looking shot, though. I can see why. Just that
Definitely one of the
backdrop.
best in the movie. Makes sense.
That backdrop is gorgeous.
Yeah.
To really show the whole city.
Oh, bitch. That is like an amazing shot. You're right.
See, I can definitely see why. Yeah, the mountains in the background, all that. This is a random question. Have either ever gone hiking or anything? I just thought just of the mountains and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of places to hike around here.
I
Is that
never.
like a fun activity though for you?
Define fun. I mean, it's okay.
So it must not be.
It's not something that I like normally would like seek out to do. No,
Oh, so maybe you were forced to do it in a way.
no, I think I mean voluntarily did it, but it's just not
Okay.
something that I do like a lot. Did you guys ever see the crappy Last Comet? No, was that the Kickstarter one?
That's. I'm not sure if it was Kickstarter. Viking Samurai. He's a YouTuber. He was in that. A few others.
That's Cynthia Rothrock
Yeah, she was in it for a bit.
and the guy from I Come in Peace.
Matthias Hughes, Billy
Yes,
Blanks.
that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, Cynthia Rothrock. They were in it for a little bit. It just
Mhm.
it tried to be this, like Determined, Bloodsport. It was a bad copy of this. It's like they tried to make this for modern time, and it showed just how they couldn't do it. They just didn't have. And yeah, this was a Kickstarter project. And they even hired Stan Bush and Paul Herzog from this to do it. So they really tried to copy Bloodsport, but
There's the Dustbusters.
It sucked ass.
No Bolo.
No bolo. Just a lot of bullshit. Yeah, that YouTuber Oliver Harper, he edited it. He did a shitty job with it too. Terribly edited film. But yeah,
That's a good
anyway,
point.
fuck that movie.
Big Trouble in Little China did inspire a couple more comic characters. Raiden, I know of at least.
Yeah.
And who else? Trying to think who else would be.
Oh, that's the one I think of. Yeah, Lopan, like Shane Sun, pretty much.
Oh yeah, that's
Right.
true.
Yeah.
So basically, that movie just took a bunch of fucking, or that game just took a bunch of movies and stole characters out of them. That's how they got. Okay, fair enough.
And they wanted Van Damme for the likeness of Mortal Kombat, but he said no.
Mm-hmm.
But
Which I think he said he regretted later on.
yeah, because then later on they did a Mortal Kombat where one of this he did the voice in Skin for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But did either of you ever have the want to visit like Asia at any time?
Nope.
Oh yeah,
I can't say that. That's one place I haven't really have any desire to go.
Okay. Too Asian.
It's too Asian for me, boy. I can't.
I probably would like one day try Japan, I guess, maybe.
That's what I was thinking about Tokyo. Like,
Yeah.
that might be the one.
We'll go together, Mark. You pay for it.
Sure.
Sell your couch. We'll afford it after you sell your couch. This was always one of my favorites because I love that kind of the I'm badass, no, I'm more badass, back and forth with the kicks.
Yeah.
Where he's like, come on, there's nothing. You're a bitch. There ain't nothing. When they go back and forth with the kicks coming up.
Come on, yeah. Shit, I can hear it in my head. I don't even have the sound on. I can hear that.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, there's nothing. Just that tilt like, come on, there's nothing, you pussy. Stop being a pussy and hit me.
He looks like he's actually making some contact there too.
I would assume you probably have to a little bit because if the camera's that close enough, either you whiff it and completely unsell the move, or you just have a little bit of contact. Like in Hong Kong, they do that where you always don't do a bit of contact when they do their fight scenes.
This has to be the best Bolo Young movie, though, right? I mean, is there another fucking Bolo Young movie that like?
No, this
Tops this?
for me it would be this. I liked Enter the Dragon, but he's not in it that much, and I do like this film more. I know some would say that's blasphemy because a lot of people would say, how do you like this more than Enter the Dragon? It's not just a nostalgia. It's not just because I saw this first. While I liked Enter the Dragon, this one, just the music, the pacing, the 80s attitude, the people involved, just flows better for me. And it's nothing against Enter the Dragon. It's just this one works much more entertaining wise.
Yeah.
I just love his like Bolo just did this about it.
Yeah, he's getting hulked up.
Do like his Ultra Warrior.
All the little Chonga maniacs, bro. Out there. Turn their back on him. That's sad.
I love that at the end he just kind of does this. Like, fuck
Yeah.
this. It's the way of the
You are next. Whoever done that voice, man, that's one of my favorite dub jobs of all time. You like 100% know it's not him, but it's like that voice is almost as iconic as like Van Damme's voice to me.
Yeah, Tots and all those Frank Dude stats at the end were all shown, I think, to be bullshit.
Yeah.
He just made them up.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder too, like how long did that guy kind of ride the coattails of this movie? And you know what I mean? Like how many opportunities were given to him because people thought all that was real?
At least the mid 90s. Because after that kerfluffle with the Quest, you didn't hear anything from Frank Dukes after that. And then, of course, with internet starting up, he used the whole it's secret. There's no way you could figure it out. There's no way you could refute the knowledge because it was there. It was all secret. It was a secret in your head.
So he's a little cheating son of a bitch too. So that's the thing I don't understand, right? So he must not have thought he could beat him. Everybody else he just destroys throughout this whole movie, but Van Damme is like,
Is a plan B.
he's like, put a pill in my head.
That's how I said it.
That's how he said it. Well, that's how they dubbed it anyway. Put pill in pants.
Well, it's like any heel in WWF. You gotta have the powder in the face. Like Yokozuna. The guy did the powder on the Hulk Hogan. Oh, it was the camera flash. Camera flash. I can't lose, brother. I have to lose with a camera flash to the fucking face. Mark's favorite.
Almost spit out the water.
That's why I said. I knew you were drinking, so I was trying to get a spit take. Am I wrong, Mark?
You're wrong, yeah.
He threw the fucking ramp in front of him, boys. That's not right. He's cheating like crazy on it. He's bigger hill than Flair back in the 80s.
Hey, he killed someone and they let him compete still. They don't care. Or they'll continue.
That's how it was supposed to be. Fight to the death.
I know. He's like Vince McMahon. Someone dies, you continue the fucking thing. That's like Owen Hart. Yeah, the score is great. It fits the film very well. No rapid fire editing, no shaky cam.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine when the remake comes, there'll be some hip hop song during this.
Oh my god.
Shit, you're
It'll be
right.
something like
This
that.
is a sad thing.
Go to fight, go to fight.
Be fucking Caesar or something.
Oh,
Jelly roll. Lil Yeet.
Now this shit right here, watch this kick. What?
Good flexibility, I'll give you that.
Oh fuck.
He's reaching for the gimmick.
Yeah, there you go. He's gonna give me Iggy. There we go. This scene, fuck, you know what's coming, Mark.
Yeah. It's the
This is
best.
great. You gotta remember your training.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. It's out of day being 80s. Very good time for this type of stuff. I miss it.
Yep.
Ah. Dude, this right here is just
Yeah.
holy shit.
Jesus.
I think he was coked up at this time because I feel like he might have been.
I don't know, but it's great.
I think he was clean here. He was clean during this movie.
He's centering
God.
himself.
Just to think what could have been, like, ruined his whole fucking career. Fucking drugs.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's a lot of people say you could say that about.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, hell, because like, so wait, this is 88. So 6 years later, he's starting to ruin his, because Street Fighter, I know that was one of the most infamous stories.
94.
That was 90. Yeah. So 6 years later, he's too fucked up to film and get shit done.
Yeah.
And
That's
I think
crazy,
he said he
though.
started taking it to stay awake and like for more energy and whatnot.
Mhm.
Just took over addiction
That's-
wise.
The weird thing about a lot of these guys too is most of the really good ones have really short careers, but they just pack all these like films into this short period of time that everybody remembers, and then they just you think it's a lot longer than it was, but I mean, really, like the best years of a lot of these guys' films were like 5 or 6 year period of time.
At least for the most career defining roles, anyway.
Yeah.
Of course, you gotta have your helicopter kits.
There we
Of
go.
course.
God,
Well, General came out in '88. I mean, it might have been filmed earlier because they had to re-edit the film and such.
$10,000 a
Yeah.
week on coke.
That sounds about right.
Frig, man.
Mm-hmm.
$40,000 a month. So, like, Jesus Christ, like $500,000 a year.
Yeah.
God, man.
Is it really acid a good drug? I guess.
It's gonna. It's fine. I'll fuck with that. By the way, where's Chong Li in this end scene? Is he like in the background? Like, I'll get
Yeah.
you.
He's getting some more dust thrown in his eyes.
To do the Chong Li voice, I just basically am doing the Kane voice back when he had the fucking voice box. I'll get you.
It was so ridiculous.
This fucking scene always makes me laugh too. Anytime you need me or whatever he says. Oh,
They serve beer in the hospital. Like, what do you get
yeah.
that?
Yeah, that
Well, they
came with
probably brought
lunch.
him with them
That came with,
because they knew he'd want it.
like mashed potatoes, turkey, and beer. Anytime, any place, anywhere. If you ever need me, I'll be there. I'm gonna start signing off on using that for you guys. I love you, my friend. Yeah, pretty much. He made much the whole thing up, from what I can gather.
Yeah. For the most part. I mean, I know he even said at one point he wrote most of the script, which I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah.
What do you think of the quest, Bulls?
I don't think much about it. Not that good. It's like, why would I watch that when I could watch this?
Right.
Yeah, the true events. Yeah, the true events of Friend Dudes.
Here comes a big bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
It's just countless lies are coming. Look at that. This really should have been 329 fights.
Think about that, right? Most
Yeah.
consecutive knockouts in a single tournament, 56. How many people would be in the tournament if that one guy had 56 consecutive knockouts?
72 miles per hour for the kick.
Yeah, sure thing.
Come on.
You know that fucking game, Kung Fu? That's what it'd have to be like. People just running at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like how many
Wild
people are in
stuff.
this tournament? If you're the 56 consecutive, like the others are fighting other people too. So how is that, like 1,000, like 200, 300 people in this tournament? It's like, how many people in this fucking tournament?
I think that part's half true. He did open a ninjutsu school. I know about that, but I don't know if he opened the first one in America. I don't know about that part.
Biggest bunch of bullshit ever. You probably go in there and it's like those guys that like act like they have energy powers and can throw people around and stuff. Like
Yeah.
anyway, that movie's still amazing. Still holds up to this day. Still one of my favorites. I wish I could have had the sound on because the sound is like 20% of the film, really. Like, I mean, hearing the soundtrack along with it.
Like you said, just as fun.
Rambo, you a big fan of Chemo La Kwakwi?
Sure, I got his number.
Yeah. Charles Wang's in this too.
Oh, I hate Wayne.
Yeah. You got all these names in Rick Erickson, Michael Chan. Just Rick Erickson comes out of nowhere. Oh, Tom
Mark, do you like
Tan.
Wayne? Does Mark like Wayne?
No, Mark's a big fan of Wong Tak Ming though.
Yeah, I see his name out there.
Johnny Wong Tin Talk. Johnny Wong Tin Talk. Ain't no way. It's real funny. Johnny Wong Tin Talk. Okay.
It's a lot of Jimmy Wongs in here.
Yeah.
Makes me think of Jimmy Wang Yang.
That's what I was thinking too. What about Wah Wee Chung? The famous Wah Wee Chung family.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the cast, or more so the crew right here in the credits. Mostly that's local crew to Hong Kong. Very few American names.
London Dawn.
So you were talking about the sequels though. You've seen them, but you don't remember. Is that what you said earlier? I don't know if I've ever seen any of the sequels. I don't know if I've ever had any desire to see it.
Yeah, all three starred Daniel Bernhardt, who you probably have seen lately if you've seen John Wick or Nobody or other films. Usually the guy that the hero beats up or kills. He's kind of the, what do I call it? The wrestling term where you're in there just to lose.
Jobber?
Yeah, the jobber to the action stars. That's Daniel Bernhardt. Because he loses or gets killed by Keanu Reeves and John Wick. Then to Bob Odenkirk in Nobody. And there's a few other films he's done that as well.
Well, that's it, bulls. What a film. I'm going to go watch. I'm going to seek out Bloodsport 2.
Prepare for disappointment.
Sure.
Sure. Okay, so yeah, it was a good time. Love that film. I might actually watch like one of those Van Damme films that's basically like it. Like, I mean, let's be honest, Lionheart is basically the same fucking movie, and to some degree or another.
Yeah. Tournament, street fighting. Yeah.
I might go check something like that out later. But for now,
Good one.
Rambo, what do you got coming up?
Long story short, like I said earlier in the stream, I just released a video. It was a request on Creator VC and some of the issues that they are detailing against fans, in my opinion. That's up on the channel. Coming up in the coming days are various requests, thoughts on the Steer Movie 6 trailer, thoughts on the new Street Fighter trailer, and various other different kinds of reviews. Die Hard 2 being one of them. Matinee, the Joe Dante film. Troy with Brad Pitt, the historical film by Wolfgang Peterson. So a lot of variety coming up. How about you, Mark?
The only next thing that I have coming up would be the Mania thing for the weekend. WrestleManiacs will be live on Dead Pit.
This Sunday, right?
Rad. Yeah, this Sunday. We are skipping Saturday. Well, we'll be watching Saturday, but we're not going to do a 2-night stream. That's just there's no point to doing that. So only Sunday, but we'll cover both nights. Uncle Bill, are you joining us for that, or?
If I can go down there, because I was talking to Sicky about it, like if I can go down there to his house and watch it, I will. I don't have any other fucking way to watch it. So if I get a chance, then yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Because I have, well, not that it would matter really from what I understand, but I have zero idea about the buildup in terms of like, who's facing who and why. And I don't think it matters at this point.
Nah. Not really. I mean, there's been some decent builds, like a few, but for across the board and across the card for each night, not to me.
So here's the big question. We haven't really had a chance to talk about this yet, but what are we doing next week?
So next week, I know at one point you wanted to talk about maybe like Joe Dante, William Lustig.
Oh yeah.
That
What
idea
about
is
do that?
there. I don't know if you want to do that because that'd be something different. And we had talked about that before. We could do that.
That's a good idea. I'd forgotten about that actually.
What was that one called? Mid-tier directors or something like that?
Mid-tier, yeah. Mid-carders. That's what it was called. Yeah. All right, so we'll plan on that. We'll talk some more. But yeah, until next time and until we release a bunch of movies through Red Shirt Pictures, classics like Munchies 2, Munchie, and Purple People Eater. Till then, fucking shit. I swear to God, I don't know what the hell's going on anymore with these.
What?
No, just people like picking up news stories about shit that doesn't exist.
Oh.
But until then, just remember that everybody dies, but Friday Night lives. See y'all.
A big thanks goes out to our supporters over at Dead Pit on Patreon.com. You can get hours upon hours of great content, right, Uncle Bill?
There's so many hours of content. We've got reviews. We've got songs. We've got live streams. We've got exclusive streams. We've got non-exclusive streams. We've got streams with all kinds of celebrities and all kinds of different old shows from the past podcast, the initial incarnation of the show. All of that can be yours.
Dead Pit on Patreon.com. Show us a little bit of love. Give us some money because we definitely deserve it. That Patreon page is so killer that you'll rub your bird to it on a nightly basis. It's that good.
You won't be able to contain yourself. You'll have to jerk your bird out and go crazy. I mean, that's how much content that we have. So much content that it's massive, and it will massively smack you in the face.
You'll play with your bird so much, pretty soon you'll be looking around for somebody else's bird to play.
Hey everybody, it's your favorite Filipino bitch, Miss Slatko Fudd, telling you about shop.deadpit.com. Simply the best horror shirts. On TeePublic, there are others, but they all suck. And it's the best goddamn deal on horror shirts you will ever see. New shirts, old shirts, all the in-between shirts. God damn it, bulls, go over to shop.deadpit.com. You ain't down with that. You can go to fucking hell.